Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. This is Bisco in Tokyo coming at you with some more. It's been so long. Brian and Isaac. Rep, baby. I don't know if I can remember how to play. That's not actually 100% true. It's kind of true. I did a couple of runs on Friday? Saturday? On Saturday. And they went okay, not great, but they were fine, I suppose. Where are we? Isaac on hard. Isaac on hard or the Forgotten. Let's do Tainted Isaac. We'll start that one out. We don't have anything unlocked with him, so doing it. Tainted Isaac's gig is that he's got limited spaces for stuff. Also, no reroll, but items that pop up for Tainted Isaac have the possibility... No, that sucks. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Everything about this run so far is wonderful. Items that pop up on pedestals will go through a reroll phase, where they'll swap back and forth between two different items. I need all of this to stop just for like 10 seconds. Oh my god. How many fucking spiders are you gonna make? Jesus. This is many spiders. That was way too many spiders, I think. Didn't need that many. Didn't need to go so hard. Chocolate Milk or Ludo's Eye. They both kinda suck. But we'll go with Chocolate Milk. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not... Look, neither of them were going to help us very much. And we could have just not taken one, and we can always dump it later if it's a real problem, because we've only got these 8 items to play with. So why not, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll get one of the few items that makes Chocolate Milk not suck. I forget what they are. I think Brimstone works with Chocolate Milk pretty well. Some of the charge items, maybe? It's been a while since I've actually taken Chocolate Milk, but I know there's something. Oh, you fucker. You absolute bastard. Die. Oh, Jesus. We're just gonna have spiders. We're just gonna have to accept the fact that we're spiders now. And we're not gonna like it very much, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. Now, what do we want to do? We want to try to shoot for Mega Save? We want to go to the Stand? Stephen King's The Stand. That would be a much shorter book. Well, no, I mean, it's King, so it probably wouldn't be a much shorter book now that I think about it. Fuck. Just, no, though. I guess, maybe it's okay. Yeah, maybe this is fine. We can do this. Now, we do want to kind of try to get some HP. Ooh, damage or tears? No, it's tear size, so definitely damage. Cat and Nine Tails. Why do you taste so good? Cat and Nine Tails. Meow. Yeah, I don't know what that was about either. Just kind of came out, so... As it sometimes does, you know? Just minding your own business, then sometimes you just gotta meow. Who makes the rules? Not me. I don't make any rules. Well, I mean, I made the channel rules, but that's not really the same thing, is it? I would definitely like that dime. My #1 dime. Oh, fudge. Oh! Look at us. We are slick. Yeah. This is a fine idea. It's a... Look, it's gonna be weird, but this could be Wait What? It is Wait What, so that's good news. Secret room? Secret room. Love it.
Paralysis.
Don't love it so much. Less love for that. Full health. Love that. This is fine. I very much want Buddy in a Box, but... Oh, jeez. Perfection! I very much want Buddy in a Box, but I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no. I'd rather have the HP, and, we might not actually keep Buddy in a Box is the problem. And then I'd feel really silly. Oh, my first person in there a bot. Hold on a second. Ban. Delete. And... Oh, crumbs. Oh, bugs. There's a bug. Die? Ick. I hate bugs. I mean, I don't hate bugs, but I just don't need them in my apartment. That's not necessary for me. Stay there. Okay, good. Crumbs, but now I don't have a way to delete, or to ban that person. Shoot. Well, that's my fault. Oh! Hi! Was paying attention there. That was a good job. Highlights Fortnite. How do I... Hold on a second. See, I have no mods! Mods are gone. Post cats. Can I... Oh wait, I could just... They're right in there. So yeah, sure. Ban. Highlight... Lights... Fortnite? Cool. Alright. There we go. The ban is done. The ban is taken care of. I can work without a net, Funicello, which is good because she's been dead forever. But also, I would like to have my mods though. Any mods? Hello, I have PS. I do indeed. Yes, I do. A1 Monchesfissel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. In fact, I highly doubt that I am. A1, it is a pleasure to have you in chat tonight. I hope that you are very well. Hope that life is being kind to you. And that there's no more stress in your life than you can currently deal with. Do you want to play a game with me? Unfortunately right now I'm kind of in the middle of a stream, so I don't think that's gonna work out, but I do appreciate the offer. Oh, crumbs! I didn't want mom's heels. Wasn't paying attention. But thank you for offering. I do appreciate that. My internet connection is not like super great, so I have tried to do streams with other people on, and it's kind of not worked out, unfortunately. Okay, let's not lose our black heart here. That would suck, and I wouldn't like it. I hate this. Wait, what has been pretty good for us, actually. Shockingly so. Unfortunately, chocolate milk, not so much. Not so much, not so great. Whew. I'd love that blanket, so I think we're gonna go for it. Yeah, maybe we could probably get it. Possibly? Yeah, okay, that's enough for the blanket. Let's try not to actually stitch ourselves up and pick up the remote detonator, which would not help us at all. Although now that I think about it, remote detonator wouldn't be that bad. 5 bombs and we get rid of it immediately. Actually, 5 bombs for 15 is pretty great value. Oh, shit. Whoops. Thankfully, this is not a family-friendly stream tonight, because this is definitely not Little Big Planet 3. Alright. Gertie Jr., I don't like you, and I need you to die. But immediately, maybe, would be great. was close. Didn't need that. What do we got? Stapler! Fuck yes. I will absolutely 100% take Stapler. I wish we had gotten the deal with the Angel, but unfortunately, life is cruel sometimes. And the deal with the Angel just does not appear. What are you gonna do? You take your lumps? I guess lumps are taken. Probably. God, I hate chocolate milk. I'm actually deeply regretting the fact that we've taken chocolate milk. I think that was ultimately the wrong decision. Now, I wonder, how are we doing for boss rush? I haven't checked the time. Probably not great. Oh, get over to here. Thank you. I will take that bomb, and I will be happy with... Oh, Jesus. Oh, crap. Not what I wanted. Also, not a secret room. That is the suck. As they say, I don't know who they are in this case, but they often say it is the suck. This is trashed here. I don't want any of this. Well, maybe I do. Hold on a second. You could be cool. Possibly? Come on, pay out. Pay out. Be a champ. Fudge. Yeah. I mean, we need the hearts, so I guess. Not really what I wanted. But at least it's something that we could throw away. That won't really cost us anything because we keep the heart. Thank dogs, by the way. That would suck an awful lot if you lost your hearts when you gave that up. What do you got? Ooh, proptosis! And so she takes Dad's lost coin. What the fuck, Risco? You had a giant fucking damage up there. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. Just jumped on it. Piercing shots, right? Yeah, I think piercing shots work for us for right now. Oh, Jesus. Risco. Come on. Girl, this is not the play. Whatever play it is, this isn't it. Alright. What do we got? I mean, we do have the possibility of getting the angel room. And that's really the goal here. If we could pick up angel room, I'd be super pleased with that. What the fuck? Girl, would you just not, though? I know you pathologically have this need to throw yourself into damage, but that's not the way it goes. That's not the play. Blood bag. It's gotta be blood bag. And then we'll feed you, and hopefully you'll give us something yummy. Come on, you want to. You want to. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? You wanted to? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. But you also want to pay out. Like, now. Like, now? Now would be great? Any moment now. Just check that. Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds. That's interesting. We've got a lot of keys. I mean, we could give up those keys, no problem. Oh, rune bag. Yes. 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 Okay, this was, I think, the right answer. I don't think that we were really getting all that much out of chocolate milk. So, rune bag was probably the good choice. And an angel deal. I love it. Tears up or all the hearts that... Let's hold off on that for a second. Oh, shit. Goodbye, rune bag. It was nice knowing you. Now, what would we want? What would we give up? Blood bag for tears up? Blood bag for tears up could work for us. I wouldn't mind better tears. We might regret giving up rune bag like that, but I don't think the speed down is gonna hurt us any. Yeah, this is fine. We're okay with this. I'm still not checking the, what am I not checking? The boss rush time, because I just completely forget about it. Now, I think the next thing to go is going to be Mom's Heelys. Because they suck. You know, as they do. It's not their fault. It's just the way it goes. Yeah. I'm just not... This run is still not there. It's not where it needs to be. Book of 7. Yeah. Pheromones, no. Book of 7's gonna be a long-term payoff. But it will be a payoff. Wait What did a lot for us, and we appreciated service, but when it's time to be done, it's time to be done. And it was definitely the time. I think Wait What's Wait What had served its purpose. No, I don't think so. Hey, it's not the way not the way we plan on running it today. Now, I do need to remember that we don't have it anymore, because I keep on trying to trigger it, and getting nothing out of that, because, you know, we don't have it. We have no Wait What to trigger. Come on. Give me the boss room. Just give it to me. You know you want to. You know it would be very sexy for you to give me the boss room. How about that? Do you think that'll work? Do you think if I make an appeal to sexiness? Us! Hi, how you doing? It is lovely to see you, as it always is. And thank you for sending me that review of World of Tomorrow, because I am definitely going to check that out.
Something's wrong.
It looked very bittersweet. You are doing tired. Why are you so tired, Hive? Oh, Sludo! Lovely to see you, lovely to see you. Lovely to see both of you. I don't know if this is the right choice. I think I might have just made the wrong choice. And Alice! Why, the gang is all here. You are all wonderful, beautiful people, and I hope that you are doing brilliantly. Although, Hive is doing tired, so, you know, there's that. But, aside from the tired, I hope that all of you are doing brilliantly. Life is quiet for me here, and that's okay, I guess. It could be worse. Today was a relatively good day. I definitely didn't need to use my AK, which, you know, it's something you don't want to use your AK, so I assume that's for the best. World of Tomorrow 1 and 2 are fantastic and bittersweet. 3 is a different kind of fantastic and bittersweet, but not in the kind of bracing, acutely observed ways 1 and 2 are. So it's a full series then. I had no idea. I thought it was just the one. It'll be interesting what a gap of 20 years will do to my perception of Hertzfeld. Because the one and only thing I'm sure that I've seen by him is Rejected. And the first time I saw that was back in, actually probably 2000. I saw it at the Spike and Mike Animation Festival, which had a very John K video for Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. Something that has only aged worse and worse as time has progressed.
Luck up.
It's super John K though, so like we've only got a minute and no, we're not gonna make boss rush. It's not happening. Book of Shadows, right? What has definitely left me cold, not gonna lie. I'm built differently. That's fair enough, I think. Not everybody's gonna click with the same stuff. Hopefully I will respond differently, but who is to say? I mean, I thought that the Kyle MacLachlan vehicle, The Hidden, was a great movie, and there's not many people that share my opinion on that, so... Do I, like... I'm gonna take the Fool, but I don't really think it's gonna help us any. What is a strange beast? Is it better or worse than Everclear's seminal debut album World of Noise? Or is this judging them on the wrong schema? Oh my god. Yes, I will absolutely take Cricket's head. Thank you very much. What do I not need? I think I don't need blanket anymore. I just realized I never put World of Noise on my iTunes, and now it is gone with all the rest of my CDs. This was not a great decision on my part. Now, to be fair, I was pretty flustered when I was leaving Osaka, so, you know, I think it's forgivable, perhaps, that I ditched my entire CD collection without putting all of it on the computers, but the end result is yet the same. We are so not making Boss Rush. We might make Hush. I don't know if that would be a good thing, but we should probably give it a shot. I think we could take Hush. Take them where? I don't know, like the movies or something, but... Fuck it, I'm getting rid of battery. I just want all the damage. A lot of World of Tomorrow's strength comes from two places. His niece's performance playing off the other voice actor's performance, and Hertzfeld mucking about with the possibilities afforded to him by digital animation. Okay. Oh, you bastards. Mama! Well, we're gonna go for the negative. At least. How long is World of Tomorrow? Like, is this something that I'm gonna need to set aside a significant chunk of time to watch? I mean, the article that you sent me said that it was a short film, but I mean, a short film could have a number of different... Damn it! Disco, do not throw all of this away. Do not. We're doing relatively well here. Oh god, this room sucks. One is 16 minutes, two is like 20-something minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna have to set at least a little bit of time aside for it. And it's gonna have to be at a time when my brain meats are functional. So that also could make it a little bit difficult, but we'll figure out a way to make it work. I don't know why I had to say it with quite that inflection, but that's the way it came out of my mouth, so that's the way we're gonna take it. Good stuff. Ah, it's okay. It's not great. I should have saved the full health. Why did I not save the full health? I just realized that we threw that away on the last floor. Oh, because I wanted to keep the full, because I apparently don't know how to play this game anymore. We'll take the meat. And by meat, I mean the health. Oh, shit. Oh, what do we get rid of? Holy fuck, this is also good? I don't know if that was the right choice, but we've taken it. That's the choice that we've made. We're gonna live with it. I think you might like it. I have a lot of snarky criticisms of it. Okay. I do like media that I like. I realize how reductive that sounds, but... Alright, we've made our decision. We're throwing away Sagittarius. Not your Sagittarius. If the okay's to me, or is the okay to Ludo? Hive? Because I don't mind hearing anybody's criticisms. Oh, to Ludo. Okay. Maybe they're the kind of criticisms that you take to your grave, though. God, how sad would that be? You just go to your grave, you got all these things to say, and then you never actually got around to saying them. I mean, I think it's pretentious, and it looks like it has the humor of mid-aughts comedy YT animation. And was there... Wait... Is the ant just a random observation, or is that related to the film? There's my full health. We're definitely going to keep it, because we are going to try to fight the Hush. We simply have too much money to throw it away. No, I'm not going to do it. And that the second part is what really turns me off. Okay. Oh, there was an and in there. I think the ant and the ant got mixed up. Now these spiders, really though, do they have to go this hard? It is still Hertzfeld at the end of the day? Okay. It's me being on a train. Are you on a train? That sounds very exciting. You are sharing space with me whilst moving both chronologically and temporally. Wait, no, I think that's the same thing, isn't it? I'm not sure. Where are these extra shots coming from? Geospatially. You are in geospatial movement whilst sharing time with me. I think that's very exciting. Okay, but also, I kind of need everything to fuck off. It's not for me, but I'm glad other people get something from it. Okay. So it's not something that's abhorrent in your eyes, at least. It's not like a Serbian film or anything like that. Really, though. Oh, God. I hate this room. I hate this room. Also, I watched Alligator, whatever it's called. Was it amazing? Was it everything that you needed it to be? Isn't Hertzfeld the level... It is in Hertzfeld on the level of internet humor rejected, which kind of laid the foundation for a lot of that humor, but you can't tell... but you can tell it's by the same person. Gotcha. I mean, at the end of the day, aren't we all bananas? Oh god, I didn't even mean to make that an ableist joke. I really honestly was just talking about the fruit. God damn it. God damn it, ableism. Mother? Mother? Mother, no! Mother, no, she's mine! I have no other even register that ableism robbed us of that. I mean, ableism has robbed us of so much. Holy Grail! Oh shit! Fuck! Okay, we're gonna get rid of the tears up so I can fly. This is okay. It's like a Charles Bronson movie with an alligator, so it definitely was an experience. I mean, that's actually a really good way to describe it. Ludo, I like that description. I like it a lot. There's nothing here that I want, so I'm gonna dump all this cash first. Because we have been unkind to our donation machine. I do not know what I would want. There's nothing here I'm willing to give up. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Actually, honestly, that's fine. The sun. Ooh, we're gonna save the sun for the next floor. If we don't die in the hush fight, somebody remind me that the sun exists and to not leave it here. It basically has all the tropes of a 70s urban exploitation movie, but also an alligator. I mean, really, that's what most urban exploitation movies were missing, I think. That was like the secret ingredient. The last piece, the 13th step. Oh, God bless it. Look, Hush, you cannot defeat me. It is impossible. I'm staking my claim here. I'm also, like, going way overboard on how much I have to dodge, which is almost guaranteed to get me hit, as it did right there. I really feel like I need to watch Alligator, and I don't even know if it's on my list. And I was gonna watch Encanto, and I am gonna watch Encanto, but I haven't been in the mood to, like, ugly cry. Or more specifically, I have been in the mood to ugly cry, and I've just been trying to avoid it recently, so... instead of watching Encanto, I could watch Alligator. I mean, it seems like a good decision. It's not Disney, at least. Hold on a second. I'll look at whatever Alice said in a sec. I just gotta dodge these shots. Don't forget to watch Alligator and the double combo with Roar. Wait, which one was Roar? That's not the giant pig one. That's Razorback. And it's not Day of the Animals, because that's the one with Leslie Nielsen. And also it's called Day of the Animals, and not Roar. Is Roar like a giant puma? The only way to defeat the alligator is a cop who doesn't play by the rules, blowing it up with a bunch of city infrastructure. I mean, yes. Oh, okay, right. You were talking about that the last time. Right. Okay, then, yeah, I should probably do a double feature. I like charming family comedies. In fact, she doesn't like charming family comedies, but she'll watch this one if it features people getting mauled. She's big on people getting mauled. Although I did just remember that Day of the Animals is completely a movie that happened. And I don't remember anything else about it besides Leslie Nielsen being in it. And not believing it because my only experience with Leslie Nielsen was Airplane and the Naked Gun. Which is kind of like my experience with Kingdom of the Spiders, now that I think about it. Okay, look, I need all the shots to fuck off for a second. This is because we got rid of Sagittarius. No, look, I've got full health. Your arguments are invalid. I'm sitting here at 17.37 damage. Why is this taking so much? Oh, Jesus. Like, girl, do you want to just sit in front of the shot? Just, like, wait patiently for it to hit you in the face? Because I hadn't thought that that was our jam, but apparently that's our jam now? I apologize I'm not looking at chat right at this exact second, but I promise that I will. I hate this fight, and I want it to be finished. I don't know how it's gotten more difficult by making the continuum shots easier to see, but somehow they've managed that feat. Jesus. Fuck. Yes, okay, yes, I'm taking damage. Wonderful. God, this is never gonna end. I'm just lacking enough damage to make this a pain in the ass. But nice dodge work there. Can we all notice how nice that dodge work was? Seriously, it was sold as one, but it's just a bunch of maulings. It's a great anxiety movie. God, you're making it sound so good. You know nobody got killed, but it still feels like it could happen when you watch it. Oh, no, we're not doing Delirium. Risco, what? What was I even thinking? Thank you, Hive. Thank you. It's very rare that I get to do a rope-a-dope like that and actually have it work. Thank you so much, T. Luigi. I didn't forget the Sun card, but I appreciate you bringing it up. And welcome to our chat. Welcome to the empty room. I hope you are having a fine evening tonight. Hope that nothing is causing you more stress than you feel like you're capable of dealing with at the moment. Which is a big ask, I realize. Pisco, like, why are you even? Why are we taking this damage, though? We're taking absolute shit damage? And it's kind of embarrassing. And by kind of embarrassing, I mean, it's like really embarrassing. I feel embarrassed. The moon. Pheromones. I'm gonna stick with the sun. I want it for the next floor. Because I'd like to just get the next floor over with. I hate this room. I'm typically a lurker because it's silly early where I live. Well, we appreciate you here, and if you feel the need to lurk, that's 100% okay. I don't know if you're watching on PS4, if you're watching on computer, but if you are watching on computer and you can see the panels beneath the stream, it might be good just to take a quick peep at them. Just on the off chance. Yeah, Twitch is really bad with how the panels work. I kind of understand it with PS4 because you're not actually watching on Twitch. You're watching on PS4, so you've only got whatever the God, these things are very speedy. You've only got what the overlay gives you. It took me forever to realize that too, because I never used the PS4 to watch anything. Oh, fudge. Apparently Switch Twitch is also garbage. I did not, I don't know if you're on mobile. Okay, so you do have to kind of hunt around a little bit for the panels, but they kind of just go into how we do things here as well. And backgrounds and intros and things like that. I don't know if mobile was... if Twitch was available on Switch when I had my Switch. Because that's going back 3 years now? I don't remember if I sold my Switch in the very late before, or if I sold it in the after. It was definitely after I left Nova, though. Anyway, I agree with Luda's assessment of what. Oh, hold on a second. This room sucks. This room is awful, and I hate it. It's those things, but you might find substance there, which is kind of person by person thing. Well, that's cool. The slappers, though. The fucking slappers. I hate them. I swear to God, this run, though. Well, I mean, I'll definitely give it a look. I like Rejected well enough that it'll be interesting to see what these two very different points in Hertzfeld's career are like. I think that alone would be worth the price of admission. And if it doesn't quite click with me, then it doesn't quite click with me. I will survive. I will thrive. I am getting off this train. We will see you hopefully later tonight, but if not, then the next time. Enjoy your day, Ludo. Oh, for fuck's sake. Risco, if you throw this run away, girl, everybody's gonna be very disappointed in you. And your parents won't love you anymore. Which, at the age of 43, is probably something that I would survive, but at the same time, you know, I'd kind of like to keep a good relationship with my parents. I don't know if my parents even understand what Binding of Isaac is, and probably they wouldn't appreciate it if they did, but, you know. My parents are, they're quite open-minded, but I don't think they would quite see the value in this particular game is all. Now my poor unsainted grandmother would probably have had a heart attack, but, you know, very different times. Everything takes an hour to kill. I don't like that. Honestly though, like, why is everything taking so long to kill? We've had worse damage than this, and we've cleared rooms a lot quicker than that. Now, because we are playing a little bit trashy, do we want to use the sun card for mapping, or do we want to save it for the last possible chance? Okay, so I think nail is the answer here, and we ignore everything else. As much as I like Spoonbender, now if we take a point of damage that we cannot heal, then we'll take Spoonbender. Because we might as well. Fucking hell! They're certainly making me sweat for my supper on this run. Come here. Health! You know what? I am gonna take Spoonbender right now. As silly as that seems. Shit, what do I give up? I'll give up Flight. We don't really need Flight so much on this floor anymore. Hopefully... Hopefully this won't come back to bite us in the butt. I don't think we're gonna fight Deli-chan. Like, even if we get the... Oh, fuck. Really, though? Mom's knife? Okay, hold on. I need to check some stuff out here. Is this really the answer? I think it is. I took a look at your panels and apologies. Actually, is ableist language. It's okay. Like, I mean, it's not okay, but it's understandable. And I do it too sometimes, still, and it's my own policy. So, we're not gonna, like, throw you to the wolves or anything, but... one of those things just kind of as a heads up. Oh, you know what? If we've got Mom's knife, we don't want Spoonbender. It's definitely a work in progress. And we all still make mistakes with it. It's a pain in the butt. It's the good kind of pain. Well, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Phrasing. Phrasing. I was gonna say it's the good kind of pain in the butt, but that's not... Like, that could be read differently? Unintentionally hilarious? It's the pain that leads to gain. Yes. That's how we want to phrase that. This is why you're a mod, Hive. Because I know I can count on you. By the way, and completely not by the way, just my mind jumped. Although I guess it kind of does tie in a little bit with ableism. I finished The Evil Within, Hive. I have feelings. I have a lot of feelings. Some of them are actually positive feelings, shockingly enough. But, there's a lot going on in that game. I mean, it really is. It really is, Luigi. It's, so much of the language is... I mean, it's socially ingrained, and it's socially ingrained from a very young age. Like, ableist insults are probably the earliest insults that we can get away with as children. Like, you know, way before your parents will shrug off you swearing, they'll be perfectly okay with you using ableist terms. And probably use them themselves in front of you. Well, not you specifically, but like you in the general here. Risco! Stop! Stop! You don't want to throw away all of this HP. I mean, you might, but it wouldn't be a good idea. Why am I not using this? Because we're trying to build up. Right, Hive? Underlining and co-signing what Hive said there. I love fruitcake. I must take it, even though we lose damage. And I don't know what fruitcake is gonna do with...
X-lax.
With Mom's knife, but I love it too much to let it go. It will be ours. Also, it gives us rainbow mascara, you know, and that's, you can't really argue with that. I mean, it'd be silly because you could see it right on the screen, but... Blar! Oh, you're not gonna spin? I should have definitely hit you. That was foolish of me. What was I gonna say? Fruitcake is so much fun. Honestly, like, fruitcake is probably... For as much damage as I eat from fruitcake, which is appropriate, it's one of those items that I just always want to take. Oh boy, I kind of dropped off the game when it didn't play well with my PC and Halloween got frustrated with it. Well, first off, kind of on the good side, honestly, I think that casual mode is the mode to play Evil Within 1 on. It was a lot more enjoyable. It still managed to be tense, and there were still a couple of sections that I felt were a little bit bullshit, but like I had way much more fun. Hold on a second. Way much more? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. I had no, that doesn't sound right either. Just much more. I had much more fun with Evil Within 1 on casual. Like, I could actually enjoy the environments instead of just constantly being in a state of, oh, I'm gonna die, my run is over. Okay, Lisco, could you, like, maybe not throw away all your health? Because that's not gonna help anybody. Because if we get the Deli-chan fight, Deli-chan with the Sun card is pretty good. Also, I think, although this wasn't a gameplay frustration, but Halloween makes a big point in his takeaway of, like, complaining that he doesn't know why he's in the areas that he's in. And I think that's not quite fair. I think the game is, at least at the very beginning, is obtuse as to what's going on, but you can figure out, like, why you are where you are in the game pretty quickly. Now, you could argue that those areas aren't particularly interesting, and that I think is true. Like, forest, the caves, the church, like, the catacomb section, like, those points aren't particularly interesting locations to me. But as far as the story goes, it makes perfect sense why you're in those locations, and it's not nearly as random. That's one thing, like, I didn't really understand about Halloween's complaint. Kind of retroactively, like, playing it myself, was that, like, he said that the locations were very random, and I didn't find that to be the case at all. Like, the locations seem to be very straightforward building on each other, and the only times when there's quote-unquote random jumps is when you jump back into the hospital. Oh, Hirunda! It is wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing very well. I understand that you may not be able to stay super long, but it's nice to have you for at least a couple minutes. Always a pleasure to have some NZ in the chat. That's non-zombie. That's what NZ stands for, right? Is non-zombie. Ow! Now, that being said, like, and on the positive points, the positive points of the game, I thought the creature design was top-notch. I don't think Halloween had any complaints about creature design, but I thought, except for maybe the early haunted, like, pseudo-zombie characters, they were a little bit Hellraiser 3, which, as we know, is, like, the least visually interesting Hellraiser. But almost all the other creatures in the game were pretty awesome looking. I appreciated that. I thought the environments were absolutely on fire. Even the environments that were actually on fire. The bosses were very good. I loved the real screwing around with perception in some... No, perception is the right word. Like, the very surreal cityscape, particularly towards the end of the game, but even in that early cutscene when you're escaping Chapter 1, and, like, whole city blocks are shifting like a sliding block puzzle, like, that was slick. I really wish we had gotten more of that. And that's one complaint that I think Halloween has in the second game, but maybe in the first one as well. Like, we're in this dreamscape, and they don't do nearly enough of making it a surreal environment. Like, an impossible environment. You've got anachronisms, because Ruvik wants to imagine his old village, but he also wants the pleasantries of having running water and electricity, I guess. But there's very few times where, like, it screams out, "This is a dream." Now, I realize part of that is perhaps to keep the suspense going as long as possible as to what exactly is going on in the world, that this is actually a dream environment, but I would have appreciated a little bit more in that regard. Hirona says, "A mosquito has plagued my room. Be right back." What do you think about the feet thing? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The feet thing? I mean, I think I saw everything in the game, but nothing is distinctly lining up to me as far as feet. Oh, it's Claire! Hey, how you doing, yo? It is a pleasure to see you. I hope that life is treating you extremely well. As being very kind on you and your family as well. Give Mr. Claire and the kiddos a hug for me. The aspect ratio being narrow to prevent you from seeing your feet because that's spookier. Hive, I will be honest with you. I did not a single time in the game notice anything about that. Now, it might have been because I didn't play in letterbox mode because I didn't realize that was a mode. Oh! Jilly, are you here too? Oh, good morning. Good morning to you as well, Jilly. It is a pleasure to see you. He says I might as well try out sleeping. Seems like all the cool kids are doing it. Ozzy Osbourne's not doing it, Hirunda. Now, Ozzy Osbourne's not a kid anymore. It's arguable whether or not he's cool. I'm not sure. I really haven't kept up to date on Ozzy recently. I don't know if he's turned out to be a shitheel or not. It certainly could be. A lot of people have. But Ozzy does tell us, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." I'm just saying. Oh, I think they patched that. Previously, the game was forced letterboxed. Yeah, like, I didn't even know anything about that, so I didn't think to check in the game options. So I never put it on. But I honest to God, I do not remember now, off the top of my head, whether or not I saw the protagonist's feet. I bet his feet are stinky, because he is stinky. Our protagonist is a stinky cop. He's like, it's not just that he's a cop, but he is a cop. But he's kind of a dirty cop. And his notebook, like, if you read his early journal entries, and it's all like thin blue line and like wave of crime is crushing the city, and I've got to stand up, and we need more good people like my partner who I mean, it's kind of implied that he sexually harasses his partner until she marries him. So that's a whole fucking thing. He doesn't like Kidman because Kidman gives him the stink eye when he has to quote unquote bend the rules a little in order to get the job done. Like, it's propaganda from a bad cop. And it's presented completely uncritically. Just like, and it's all like in the lore, you know, it's all in the notes. It almost never shows up in the actual in-game itself. So you could go through the whole game thinking like, well, you know, Sebastian seems pretty decent. He's just your standard grizzled detective. He's got a dark past that's led him to drink. We don't really know what it is because I don't think we learn outside of the notes that his daughter died and his wife disappeared. Joseph refers to an accident, and after the accident, that Sebastian crawled into a bottle. But I don't know if they ever tell us like exactly what the accident was. Hive says Nightmare on Elm Street did a fantastic job blurring the boundaries between wakefulness and dreams. It did indeed. It did a fabulous job with that. But I think like Evil Within didn't want us to know that the dreams were a thing, I think, until like maybe somewhere past the halfway point in the game. I know that the player could guess way earlier than it's explicitly stated, but I'm guessing like they wanted to be like, this is weird, but it's still the real world, and that's why they didn't really flex with this surreality until the cat was completely out of the bag. But I really wish they had gone more in that direction, because it's just like, well, I don't agree with Halloween that the environments are random. I think they were thematically appropriate. They were, you know, they fit with the characters. They're boring, most of them. Most of the places that you're in are pretty fucking boring. The village is well done. I thought the village was pretty cool. But like the forest sections are boring. The cave section is boring. The mansion is boring. And the mansion has one of the most actual bullshit sections in the game. The one-hit kill from Ruvik is like, he's I hated the mansion because it just is a pain in the ass. And because the Japanese version censors the gore, when you're working on the actual heads, the brains you're supposed to stick the probes into to get the blood to flow to unlock the door, because that's the thing that normal people do, they don't show people's heads. Like, they're vivisected heads in the US version. They're anatomical models in the Japanese version, and like the plastic skin is weirdly green, and they look like they're from a much poorer render than the rest of the game, so like they just stand out like a sore thumb. Hive says the weird thing is somehow I somehow took it away from the game that Sebastian wasn't meant to be likable, respectable person, but I guess that's my assigned comp at birth radar twinging. I don't know how likable Sebastian is supposed to be, but like, there's not much. If you separate the lore, like if you look at just the game itself, I think the most takeaway that you would probably get purely based on that and nothing else from outside, that like cops just generally suck, is that he's gruff. He's not super likable, but he does have an extreme loyalty to his partners. And like, that's actually a plot point that Ruvik, because Ruvik gets off on torturing people, and so his way of torturing Sebastian is by constantly putting Joseph in danger. Like, Joseph is the damsel in distress. Because you notice how many times, like, Joseph gets injured, or Joseph gets, like, kidnapped, and you've got to save him, and Sebastian always freaks out when that happens. Like, way more than he's ever worried about Kidman. It's like, oh no, Joseph could be hurt. I must brave the hordes of zombies to pick up a blood bag for him. It's almost kind of sort of touching, but also kind of sort of creepy. But he comes off much worse in his personal journals. He's like, he's a real creep in his personal journals, frankly. And also, speaking of real creeps, the other big issue I had, I mean, I had a number of issues, but the big issue I had, like, Leslie. You have to talk about Leslie. like, Leslie is just an object in the game, and is an object that's just, like, basically a pretty bad stereotype of somebody with... It's hard to tell precisely if it's supposed to be autism or developmental disability, or mixture of the two, or it's just made for Hollywood bullshit, and so it takes, like, it cherry picks a lot of symptoms from these different states. But so you basically got this kid. We don't know how old he is. I don't know if they ever mention it in the game. I would guess like maybe late teens, but like with like a mind of a child, and spends the entire game like getting chased, kidnapped, terrified, betrayed by both authority figures that he should be able to trust, the doctor and Kidman, who is particularly cruel about it. She takes him to a playground because Leslie's got the mind of a child. Of course he's going to like playgrounds. Of course he does in the game, because he's written by people who probably don't have any knowledge of how these types of disorders work. Although I like playgrounds, so that goes there too. She is going to shoot him there, but, you know, Detective Good Guy saves him. Then gets turned into soup at the very end of the game. Like, Leslie has no agency ever. In the game itself, Leslie is treated completely as an object for the entirety of the game, and then gets turned into soup, and I spilled coffee all over myself. Good job, girl. That was clever. And then maybe gets, like, meat-jacked, and Ruvik escapes the dream world in Leslie's meat suit. It's all very confusing, and it's extremely shitty. Let's see. Hyde says, my favorite thing about Evil Within 2 is almost all the positive user reviews of the game. Thanks Shinji Mikami for giving them a good game this time. Evil Within 2 wasn't directed by Mikami. That's true. That's true. It definitely wasn't. If I'm an easy scare... Also, Kronos! Sorry, I was ranting a little bit about Evil Within. Kind of came in at the middle of that before we do our next run. If I'm an easy scare, is it worth me trying the game and its sequel, because I own both for some reason? I haven't played through the sequel, but from what I remember of Halloween's playthrough, that I don't think the sequel is particularly scary. It's a lot less claustrophobic, and because it's a lot less claustrophobic, like it feels like it struggles more to build the tension, because it feels like there's more outs in situations. I think 2 would probably be... If you were going to choose one of them, I think 2 would definitely be the better choice. Like, it looks a lot more fun from a gameplay perspective. The story is a little bit more coherent. I think it's a step down a little bit as far as creature design, but I might feel differently experiencing it firsthand, because I didn't feel like watching Halloween's playthrough of part 1 that the creature design was all that great, but seeing it on my television was really quite different. I think that if you're somebody who gets tense really easily, then you're not going to enjoy part 1. I didn't find part 1 to be particularly scary, but it's conceptually scary, but it doesn't really pay off on this conceptual scariness. And I think the biggest scare factor is just that it's very tense until you start to crest over the hill of, now I've got enough ammo to not die all the time, which comes a lot quicker in casual. But until that point, I was kind of tense all the time because the sound design is very good. And they do a much better job of locational sound. So instead of hearing enemy noises all over the place and just kind of filtering them out because whatever, you've got a pretty specific idea of where they're coming from, and it makes you really nervous to be around those places. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've got a shotgun? You actually have to unlock the machine gun, but once you've got the shotgun and the sniper rifle, I personally I found that situations became much more manageable. Outside of early boss fights, like, the Laura fight is still bullshit. I may have been doing the fight wrong, but I found Laura to be an incredible bullet sponge, and not super fun because of that. Since I'm late, I'm gonna drop the fish fact now. Yes, I understood the reference. It's from Clan Book Malkavian, thank you. No, it's not. It's from the Storyteller's Guide to Vampire the Masquerade. The Malkavian character... Wait. Is it the core book, or is it the companion book? The Malkavian character is wearing a t-shirt that says, ho ho ho, I've got a machine gun now. And it's written in the same font as Die Hard. Hive, I know! I was doing an extended bit. I was doing a bit. You didn't let me get to the punchline. I am sad now. I hope you're happy. Womp womp. I guess Crow says the Mekong giant catfish can grow up to a mass of 200 kilograms in just 6 years? It once held the Guinness World Records for the world's largest fish in 2005. Holy shit! The fish has got gains. The fish is definitely taking its protein. That's fair, Hive. I apologize. I should have a sign that's like, this is a bit, don't worry. I bring up Big Fish because I recently finished Yakuza 5, which is a big game. You'd mentioned your playtimes on LSRS, and it does seem to be quite chunky. Who is our Isaac protagonist today? This is the Forgotten. The Forgotten is a skeleton and a soul lashed together in one body. The skeleton only has melee attacks, and is kind of a pain in the ass. The soul has got regular tier attacks. They split their health, so the skeleton has got 6 red bone hearts, and the soul has got 6 blue hearts. And never the twain shall meet. Big Fish, or as I like to call them, real Big Fish. Is this a safer ska zone? I'm not entirely sure. I still feel a little bit salty about Zoot Suit Riot. Oh, that was the... We got a health down. I feel betrayed. We have been betrayed. And I wanted to bring it up in chat for a while now because it was a blast. I loved it. That's awesome! Kronos, I'm glad you had a really good time with it. This is gonna be silly, but also is a question asked honestly. Is Majima in Yakuza 5? Because honestly, like, Majima is the only thing about Yakuza that I actually like. There's a brand of fountain pen ink that is named after a specific type of fishing employed to catch catfish. Noodling is the act of sticking your arm into underwater hole and yanking the catfish out when it gnaws on you. That sounds terrible. That sounds like a thing I would not like to do. The brand is called Noodlers. I kind of love that though. Alright, we are doing a terrible... What did I just do? Why did I just do that? We are doing a terrible job on this run, and if we die, I deserve it. Oh, fuck me. The timing on that... That wasn't even on purpose. He's in 5, but let's just say he's a very tired man. Sometimes I think that Isaac listens. I think maybe Isaac is a chat viewer. We're gonna go to tCain and kind of try to wash off some of the scum of that run. Because that run was very scummy. Didn't like that. Sure, we'll take Nodleaf. Also, I did see and I didn't respond to your point about it would have been nice if they had made playground design Leslie's hyperfixation and use that as an excuse to go into a info dump about playground design, and that would have been awesome. That by itself would have been about 30 million times better than anything they decided to do with Leslie, which was basically nothing but terrorize him. It was very, like... It was a lot. Leslie was... That character was a lot. Now, aside from Leslie, even though that the game does take place in a mental hospital, and does have two, not one, but two Danger Doctor psychologists, or neurologists would perhaps be the better term, it doesn't really do much with the concept of mental health, which is honestly appreciated. The game has 5 characters as opposed to 4 in the last game. While the game's length can be its weakness, I thoroughly enjoyed my way... Hold on a second. While the game's length can be its weakness, I've thoroughly enjoyed it way more. I'm really glad to hear that it clicked with you. I think it might be a bit too chonky for my blood. Definitely too chonky for a stream. Because, what, 5 was 80 hours for you? 80 hours would be... Give me a second here. I can do math. I can do math! 3 hours of stream is... 3 goes into 80... 26 times-ish? Divided by 2 for 2 streams, like, that would be 13 weeks for us to beat. And I think that would be a long time to spend with the game. The Majima Everywhere system makes me think of the photo of Jason Momoa sneaking up on Henry Cavill on the red carpet. I have not seen that, but that sounds amazing. It's chunky. I doubt I'd follow the story as well as I did not... as I had Hold on a second. I gotta read this. Yeah, it's chonky. I doubt I'd follow the story as well as I did had I not been on top of it. Ah, yes. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, some of this, I mean, I think some things definitely benefit from playing them, participating in them more consistently. It is kind of one of the downsides of only having 2 streams a week for long form games, and the streams only being only being 3 hours long now. Because some games, like, yeah, you definitely want to be there for, or you start forgetting stuff. I know that was a bit of a problem with Indivisible for me, was I started losing stuff by the end of the stream. DM'd you the image. Oh, I gotta check this out. Give me a second. Oh god, I love it! That is awesome, Hive! I don't know if I've seen that before. I may have done and just forgotten about it, but that's a good pick. Also, we need to be looking for trinkets. Hopefully, we'll actually find one. I'd rather... Jesus Christ, Briscoe, what was that? What was that? What are you doing? What are you throwing away this run for? You've already thrown away one run tonight. You can't throw away 2 runs. That's just insulting. The finale was fantastic. A final chapter truly worthy of the journey. It's up there with 0 or higher for me. I wonder if it's actually streamable. Like, or if it would have that lock that 0 had, because oh god, that sucked. I was displeased. Do we have Americans in the chat tonight? Jilly's American, and Claire as well, I think. Is there an America thing going on, Hive? I mean, I'm American. There's that, too. Sometimes I forget, but... Are we going to war? Is that what this is? Because I know we got the whole Ukraine thing going, and yeah, if we could just not have a war for a couple of years. Wait, is that an indeed we're going to war, or is that an indeed we're American? Chrono says, I've started 6 recently. Oh, okay. Good. Alright, Hive, give us your American fact. Or whatever it is that we need to be American for. Given that it's the first game to try out their shiny new Dragon engine, it's got some growing pains. Huh. Does it have Scott Baio? Wait, no, Scott Baio was Charles in Charge. Does it have Kirk Cameron? Because that would be terrible. And nobody should be forced to deal with Kirk Cameron. There's a public consultation on whether to implement an automated copyright filter as proposed by a senator who's a former... Oh my god, I hate... Just the words automated copyright filter, Hive? And my blood is already on the boil? That sounds just awful. Okay, we have Botfly. Botfly is not Sci-Fly, but it's almost Sci-Fly. It's like a step down from Sci-Fly. Submissions close February 8th. Wait, that's tomorrow. Hive, that's tomorrow. No, please do. Absolutely, 100%. that sounds like a ripe slice of bullshit. And we would be well flush of it. Ooh, I love it. Chrono says, combat feels extremely clunky and at worst unresponsive. Kiwami 2 also used the Dragon engine, but they learned a lot post 6, so it didn't suffer nearly as much. That's interesting. So I guess you'd be thinking to skip 6 and do Kiwami 2? Also, remind me that there's more and wonderful copyright bullshit going on here in Japanland as well. That seems prime designed to piss me off. So once all old business has been exhausted, I will talk about that briefly, because I only know in brief, but it does seem like a ripe slice of bullshit. Alright, we left the poop, which is good because we need red key with tCain. Now, we'll probably never play on stream as Tainted tCain, but it'll be good just to have him unlocked. Now, we could conceivably, because we have an orbital, even though it's one of the most low damage orbitals in the game, because we have an orbital, and because we have Gnawed Leaf, we could just beat the beast by not moving, and having the beast run into Mom's Razor. Granted, that would take like 2 hours, but it's something that could be done. Please don't let these stewards of Walt's persona ruin culture and the internet. I mean, it's kind of guaranteed that they're gonna, though. Well, I mean, them and others, I'm sure. God. The internet. Now, I'm gonna do something very wacky here.
The chariot.
We're gonna get up. We're gonna get up to some hijinks, but it's gonna take a second. It's a bit of a shame that the final chapter in the Kiryu saga had to suffer through this, but I've stuck around this long because the series has a lot of heart, so I doubt this will stop me from playing. That's cool though. And hey, I've only just started. We got some good news then. That's good news. So it could get better, and if not, well, hey, the main story is only like 20 hours according to How to Beat. I don't know why you said that twice, but it does. 20 hours is a reasonable amount of time, I would say. Whoops, it happens. I kind of figured that it was something wonky like that. Tears up. We love to see it. Now, apparently, a lot of J-side companies over here are getting, a lot of animation companies over here are getting really titchy about people using anime clips in their YouTube videos and are using slap lawsuits to shut them down. And like Super DM, not Super DMs, copyright strikes. So there's a lot of movement for YouTube channels that deal in Japanese content to geo-block. Like, they're trying to get Facebook, they're trying to get YouTube, hello, I can talk. They're trying to get YouTube to let them voluntarily geo-block their channels, so they can continue doing their channels, because it's covered under fair use in the United States, but not in Japan. Which, I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. And for a lot of these folks, like, this is their main source of income. But it leaves me all kinds of salty. Because, like, I just found Hazel, and it would really suck if her channel got taken off the air, or geo-locked so I couldn't actually watch it. More good ideas by companies. Oh, they're just tons. There was one chap who, not anime stuff, but Nintendo game music, and got something like 1,500 copyright strikes from Nintendo. Basically every video that he had ever done. So the Japanese companies are really doing a great job with protecting their IPs. Not really a great job for anything supporting analysis or promotion of their work. There was an anime channel that got like 150 takedown no- Yes! Yes, I read about that one. It was an Irish channel. And I think that was the channel that was kind of pushing for getting geo-blocking set up for channel owners. Are there any decent free VPNs that you can use? I don't know, Hive, to be honest. I kind of made the clearly, in retrospect, incorrect assumption that VPNs were all for cost. So I never really looked into them because I don't have that kind of money. And by that kind of money, I mean basically any money. Also, if I had a VPN, I would probably get myself a subscription to Shudder that would be never watched, because that's just how I roll. Now, don't forget, we gotta get Dad's key. And by Dad's key, I mean something completely different. I know Tunnel Bear has free version, but it's limited to like 500 megabytes a month? Holy shit! What can you even do with that? You like watch the first 5 minutes of a movie. It would be like being on dial-up again. I almost want to try it just for the nostalgia. Make a single purchase. Would that single purchase be of Tunnel Bear? Because I feel like that would be the thing. Let's watch 5 minutes of the same movie per month until we finish it. That would be... Why do I feel like you could do something with that? Like, there's something in that format. I don't know what it is, but... I feel like there's like a hidden joke channel in that format. It's like how Katanagari, an anime, released one episode per month for the entire year. Was it like one of those really super short anime that's only a couple of minutes long? Or you could do like 5 minutes per month, but an hour of analysis? 50 minutes per episode? Whoa. Back the truck up here for a second, Kronos. They released a 50-minute episode every month for a year. And it was an anime. It wasn't like an LBP review show. Okay, hold on a second. I just realized that I didn't release a 50-minute episode per month per year. It was only 30 minutes. And it was a week. But still, I mean, it's similar. Health up, I love it. Yes, mother, I don't hate it. I can see forever is fine. Health up is great. Yes, give me all the health ups. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, this is Dank Depths 1, but I'm really pissed off that we missed out on the whatchamacallit? You know, the whatchamacallit. The deal with the devil? And by deal with the devil, I mean just the boss. But you could do like 5 minutes per month of movie, but then like 50 minutes of group analysis, and that would actually be kind of cool. Katanagatari adapts a light novel series. There are 12 volumes. Each one takes place a different month, and the journey takes place over a year. Okay. I mean, it's a sensible format. Which is really just a highfalutin way of saying that I like that format. Not that it is in fact sensible. Is it actually a story about Katana? Because if it's not a story about Katana, I'd actually be even more impressed. I think that would be funny as hell. Oh, wait. Disco. Do not forget, you need to get the teleport card. Also, you need to not throw away all your HP. The novels were also published at the same frequency. That's kind of a lot. Thank you, game, for giving me trash tier items. I deeply appreciate it. I'm sorry, little Gertie. You're cute. I mean, you're definitely cute, but you're also kind of trash. It is known. There are swords in it, but it's mostly metaphorical. Okay. I was just kind of hoping, like, it would be something completely different. Like, it would be about grinders or hoagies. Or perhaps something that's not even sword-shaped. Oh, I don't think so. We will not even carry this card. We eschew that card. Where the heck is the teleport card? Because I would really like that. That would be pretty cool. We can't fight Mom without it, is the thing. If it helps, most of the swords aren't even physically swords. One is just a suit of armor. I mean, there's very few things that are more sword-like than a suit of armor. I think if you asked me, if you were like, Risco, what is the essence of sword? And I would be like, suit of armor, yo. Just why are you even asking this question? Everybody knows that. Why, if you don't know that, you're just goofy. Is one of the swords a stand user? Because that seems like it would be appropriate. Ooh, we got the stars. I mean, that doesn't help us at all, but we got the stars. Don't run on the spikes. You silly bastard. You know, kind of. What, really? What, for real? I mean, I'm here for it, but I'm kind of surprised.
Isaac!
Mother! Mother, no! No, Mother! The Polaroid is mine, Mother! God damn it. You know, I could really use Botfly pulling a little bit more weight here. Because it doesn't feel like it's pulling its weight. Mama! Jesus, Mom, what? What? I said I'd do the laundry when I do the laundry, Mom! No, you clean my room! Oh... Well, we're gonna throw it away, so... But it's... a favorite of mine, although it can be difficult to recommend since it's pretty wordy, even in anime standards. Oh, crumbs. Okay, that was the wrong time to look at chat. Also, how shitty is our health that we're already getting the, Oh, wait, that just means we don't have any red hearts. Never mind, we're okay. Doubly so if you don't have access to subtitles. Ooh. Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem.
Power pill.
Krampus's head is stinky, so we're gonna drop that. The question mark is the worst. And by worst, I mean the blurst. It's such a pain in the ass. I would much rather have your question mark in here. And you know what? Isaac is highly moddable, so we could actually have your question mark in here. That would be 100% doable. That shot, by the way, was amazing. I am not taking Puffy. I don't want this either. God, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why does this run just not work? Okay, part of it is because I'm playing like a trash goblin. I should probably stop that. These assholes again. Oh shit, small rock. Is small rock as good as the hot rock? Probably not. Is it good? Yeah, I mean, I'll go with good. It's good-ish. It's good adjacent. Since you're run down to some free VPNs, there's one that offers unlimited data, and the rest were mentioned offered 10 gig a month. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. And thank you so much for sharing that, Hive. I will have an eyeball on him. V-scope. What the fuck? Seriously though. You can't keep surviving on these health ups. Okay, but also having all these Vickers kind of sucks. Hoppo streamed pre-recorded gameplay of the new Risk Rain 2 game mode recently. Is it amazing? I can only guess that it's amazing. please, just my run. My run is very ill. It needs all the help it can get. We got everything we need. I think we do. Let's bounce. Bounce, pogo, 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 pogo.
Spent it. It's gone. Just get over it.
What do you mean it's gone? How could you have spent our savings? Look, there's a dude who's selling pictures of magic beans on the internet. As for Meat Space news, good news is Mom landed safely over yonder. I talked to her on the phone today. Bad news is I'm having a bad art block again and have for several days now. I'm super glad to hear that your mom's doing well. Quite less pleased to hear about the art block, but I guess that would go without saying. If you spring for a 24-month Surfshark subscription, it works out to about $250 a month. Damn, that's pretty good. I'll have to put some thought onto that one. Because honestly, I would really like Shudder. I know that I have access to Redacted, and Redacted is pretty amazing, but, you know, Redacted doesn't have all the movies. And I definitely want all the horror movies. Oh shit, we're already at the cap. I'm just a little bit more, like, kind of, just to briefly loop back to the origin of this. I'm just worried about how much more the internet is getting siloed off. And that there'll be things that you can't... I mean, there's already things that you can't watch in Japan because they get blocked by the companies. Like, by the way, our last stream, last Friday, or last Thursday, the LBP stream, it can't be watched in Japan because it has Song 2 from DJ Crush in it. And I'm kind of pissed about that because I really enjoyed that stream a lot.
Just keep pushing me like this. I'm
Good, leave! We'll be fine without you.
Hive's been kind enough to send me some art guidelines every now and then, but so far... I want to say... But so far it's going straight through me, pretty rough to apply without it looking weird. Kronos, I love that. Although, we do need to be honest, Song 2 is pretty fucking great. Which is kind of part of the problem. That's what practicing... keep practicing, that's what we need to do. Keep trying out those art things. I would second Hive's advice, because I would love to see more art from you, Kronos. But I also know that I'm terrible at practice, so... Song 2 was a parody, which is probably why there wasn't a Song 2. Wait, I think we're thinking of different Song 2s, Hive. You're thinking of the, Song 2 from Blur, and I'm thinking of the Song 2 from DJ Crush. Because I don't think the DJ Crush song is a parody. I mean, it'd be pretty weird if it was. Wait, was it? Did I completely miss a memo? Normally I want to bring up my art problems on Twitter, but I usually kind of hold back because that's what I follow my own page for? That's not what I follow my own page for. You know, I don't know, Kronos. It's good to have a space to vent. So, Song 2 by DJ Crush must have been a sequel to a song called Song. I love that. And I find that much easier to believe than it being a parody. I can do bits. You can do bits. You can 100% do bits.
You need to repent. You need to confess your sins.
If there's anything I want to actively vent about, it's that people call Big Adventure a Little Big Planet game. That's about it. Please vent about that.
Taking this too
Honestly.
far. Did you hear how you sound?
Pray with me. Pray for yourself.
It's not really.
Pray with us, Isaac.
Seeing as it completely lacks the create and share functions, which are key and central to the ethos of Little Big Planet. Hive, do you put your drawings up on the Twitters? Because I don't know why. I only ever see your retweets. I don't know if I ever see your actual tweets. Did I just say tweets? God, that sounds goofy. I need to go looking at people's timelines, apparently. Because they do all these things that I don't see because they don't get put on my timeline. Little Big Planet is Little Big Planet. Sack Thing is Sack Thing. That's... No, don't use Cracked Key! I almost used Cracked Key. That would have been very bad. That's all it is. I'm annoyed how often I don't see that. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I'd be annoyed too. But I don't follow the LBP main account anymore, so I don't really see any of it. Does Stephen I run the LBP mouthpiece account? It's infinitely worse when oh god, I hate that. That's awful. I've been practicing the art stuff I've been linking to you. That's been allowing me to draw heads, for example. I should start drawing again. I always say I'm gonna get back into it, and then I'll do some sketches and I'll have fun. And then I'll just not continue to practice. I'll like get a sketch that I like that I need to use for something, and then that'll be it. Be like, okay, I was successful at that. I'm just not going to do this again for another 8 months. Yeah, I think if I saw people call Saba Little Big Planet 4, I might actually have blood shoot out of my eyeballs. I think it might be a bloody eyeball situation. Nobody wants that. Oh fuck, we gotta do the Dogma fight? That's gonna suck. Dogma fight is gonna suck. I honestly, until this moment, completely forgot that Dogma exists. And practicing imagining the body as a series of simple 3D shapes has helped me in at least one instance of drawing my OC. That's cool. I actually imagine the body as a bunch of strings and rubber bands, but that's because I like Yonan Vasquez's art style way too much.
Your son needs you.
Your son needs you. No, he doesn't. Who really needs a dad? Nobody?
Please don't leave us.
This is not entirely true, but, you know, I'm just gonna go with it because it's funny. I struggle so hard to draw my OCs, no matter how many times I do it. I used to be able to draw creepy gremlin monk with lots of teeth, because I used to draw that character a lot, and then I stopped, and I haven't been able to draw that character again. But I used to really like his teeth. He had this great set of Neil teeth. Makes me think I should become a novelist so I don't have to make video games with the minute. Wait, what? Do you think being a novelist would stop you from having to make video games of your OCs? Because I think it's just adding an extra step. Okay, we do have cracked keys, so we can get the hoarder. Get a bunch of stock photos and draw cubes and cylinders on top of them. Then turn off the layer with the photo and see if you manage to capture the pose. Layers? What are these layers that you speak of? I do not understand layers. Unless they're brick layers. I understand brick layers. And onion layers, I guess? I guess I understand those. Yay! Character we'll never use! You unlocked tCain. You unlocked Cantripped. I forget what Cantrip does. Whoop-de-fucking-do! We got mom's underwear! Holy shit, look at us! Clearly the best thing to do is to split the difference to make twine games with your OCs. Yes. I don't see how this is wrong. Or you could just do a big chunky LBP level review show. That's what I did with my OCs. I didn't even know they were OCs, I just thought they were Cs. You could do the same with photos printed on tracing paper in a light box. I just sat there and took that. I just ran into my own bomb. Please go stop it. Stop it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we are gonna fucking die. And I am not pleased by that. I imagine the story in my head is like 4 games. See? Oh, stop! Please go stop! Fuck me. Just honestly though. In the completely metaphorical sense, stop with the freaking Beyblade attack. I didn't even have Beyblades as a kid. Now I can draw one of my OCs though. I do have to say I can draw one OC very well, and that's Pam because she's a toaster. And it's kind of hard to fuck up a toaster. Roar! Okay, look. Famine, I got an idea for you here. Maybe if you could just fuck off? Would that be okay? Would that be cool? I'd be totally cool with that. Botfly, by the way, Botfly, if you wanna... Look. I know it's your union-mandated downtime, but if you could just, like, maybe sort of just once in a while, stop a shot? Because that is your entire raison d'etre? If you really want to try work, if you want to really go through it, try working through Drawbox. Oh, now fucking Botfly comes to the show. I mean, on one hand, I'm glad, but on the other hand, it's like, you're a bit late, my friend. Rage! Rage! Okay, we can't lose, honestly. Like, this is so perma-sorted, it's not even funny. We're fucked. We're fucked. I don't even know if it was my fault that we're fucked. We just are. We've got one more possibility. Oh shit. You can also try Frocko's free version of his figure drawing course. Playlist is on YouTube. Drawbox is just like all of it free though. Alright. Alright. Alright, Botfly, this is your time to shine. And then I'm actually gonna do the okay, good. Let's see if this works. We're not close enough! No! No! This sucks! I'm hoisted by my own petard! I'm hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Picard! I thought this was gonna be amazing, and it's not. It sucks. Oh, wait, no, but there is a possibility for amazement. Depending on what side of the screen our friend pops up on. Because I wanna beat the beast in the trolliest way possible. Oh, you fucker. What are you doing on that side of the screen, you jackass? That's the exact opposite. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. You've got to be on the other side. Duck under the waves, jackass. Or you could suck me in. If he shows up... If she shows up on the wrong side, again, I'm gonna... I will say things about her parentage that are probably completely uncalled for. There we go. Now we win. We win in the silliest way possible. No, come back! Come back! You're supposed to be on this side! You're on the wrong side! What are you doing over there? You gotta be over on here! God damn it. I mean, it's nice to have time to have a cigarette, but... Okay, so... Our first item that we picked up was Gnawed Leaf. Gnawed Leaf will put you in an invulnerable state as long as you don't move or shoot. Now, normally that's not very useful because you can't do any damage. However, we also have the Mom transformation, which gives us Mom's knife, which is hanging off the side of us there, which does a lot of damage, but is hard to control. So basically, the thing is you're just supposed to sit here and do nothing, and let the enemy kill themselves on your knife. But, while most enemies get up in your face, apparently this one doesn't feel like it, so I'm actually gonna have to fight, and that pisses me off. So, here we go. Because I think once you get to this point, they don't switch sides anymore. Beast, she just kind of yells at you. Okay, I should probably use Guppy's paw, but no, I don't think we need to. I think we're okay. There we go. Also, I never answered the Risk-Rain 2 game mode looks really fun. It even showed gameplay of the new character, which is icing on the e-cake.
And a white beam of light reached down.
What is the new game mode? Like, how is it working?
Mother of harlots asunder and setting the blood lake to a boil. As the beast descended down.
Okay. Side question. They call the beast the mother of harlots? Okay. A bit rude, but okay. But the beast is Mom, which means that the beast is mother of Isaac. So, by the property of transformation, does that make Isaac a harlot? That was a disappointment. I was robbed. I was robbed. I had my meme win stolen from me rudely. Isaac is being misgendered. I mean, it would be the first time, but does a harlot have to be a woman? Can a guy be a harlot? I think we're gonna do a couple challenge runs because I don't know if we've got time to do like a big long run. This is PtaER run. PtaER run, you don't get any items. What you get are harlot tied to gender. I mean, I think kind of yes, but at least colloquially tied to gender. You don't get any items, but you do get trinkets that you swallow. And it makes for a really weird run overall. And I love it. Basically, every time you take damage, you get a trinket. But you do have to take damage for it. So, like, that's a bit of a problem. Also, I don't know if we can actually get anything with adoption papers, but still. Now, don't forget to actually, like, how to play the game. According to the OED, it refers to promiscuous women. Man, this is why we can't have nice things. It also seems like healing elites are making a comeback. I don't need those. Who said that I needed healing elites? Because I don't. I could tell you that much. We want blue key, I think. shoot. Hold on a second. I definitely want to swallow polished bone, though. According to the OED, that definition is dated. Okay, so we could conceivably have male harlots. And let's hear it for the male harlots. There's also a decent chance that the other expansion character is void related. Okay. Ludo, welcome back. And I'm glad to get some explanation here about harlots being a non-gender term. I'm glad that your train ride was safe and whatever errands or excursions that you needed to do. I don't know what differentiates the difference between dated and archaic. Is archaic just super dated? I mean, I think something could be dated but still in use, whereas archaic is no longer in use. Or at least no longer in use by people who aren't being poncy. Archaic does sound cool. There's no question about that. This baby can hold so many trinkets. Oh my god, that even works because Isaac is a baby. I mean, Isaac's not really a baby. Isaac's just a very young child, but young enough in relation to me that I could say that Isaac is baby. So the meme works. Just how if you put Act Blizz and Hell side by side, one of them at least looks cool? I mean, if we're going by Dante, and Lord knows that we shouldn't, but if we're going by Dante, Hell is at least canonically cool. Filled with famous gay lovers, and also a lake of ice, where people chew on the backs of other people's heads. Which honestly, of like all the places you're gonna bite somebody, I wouldn't bite him on the back of the head. Not that they had a lot of choice being, you know, stuck in the lake of frozen ice, but still. Wait, Activision Blizzard is just Microsoft now, right? And Sony now owns the makers of Anthem? Which I'm sure they're gonna get great value from. Why, if anyone can turn Anthem around, it's Sony. The makers of Halo. Wait, didn't Bungie also make Anthem? Am I misremembering? That's BioWare. Wait, what did Bungie make that's not Halo? Sony owns the makers of Marathon. What the fuck is Marathon? I realize that probably came out a little bit harsher than it really needed to be, but at the same time, like, I'm honestly confused. What the fuck is Marathon? Bungie's making Destiny! Okay. Okay. I mean, is it really that large a mix-up when you get right down to it? Oh god, we are gonna die. We are gonna die, and that is incredibly silly. And it's all my fault, because I wanted the blue key. I wanted the blue key! Because Mulholland Drive. I can't dodge, is the problem. I am terrible at dodge. Okay, there's just one. Funnily enough, during the development of Anthem, it was apparently taboo to bring up Destiny in the workplace? Wait, so they could sexually harass in the workplace, but they couldn't bring up Destiny? That is at least a little bit fucked up, right? Oh. Okay, Marathon 1 through 3, Myth, an RTS with physics and terrain deformation, Destiny, Oni, Halo 1 through 3, and ODST Reach. Okay. So basically Halo. They're all smooth robos either way. I mean, that's... Because I kind of just missed the memo on all those games, so... They do kind of blend into one. There's Warframe 2. And that's kind of occupying the same space in my mind. Whether or not that's entirely fair... Oh, shit. Fuck, 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 fuck. I hate this. I hate all of this. BoI lad, save my ass. Please. These things have tracking ipecac shots. Why? Why? What possible need is there for an enemy with tracking ipecac shots? Okay, we gotta get these right now. Now, do I want this? And the answer is, of course, yes. Why? Because I'm a silly bitch. Basically, making really cool Mac games until Microsoft ruined everything. Oh, that would be Bungie. Okay. Now, we're never gonna see hearts again, so that's kind of a problem. It's just a wee little problem, but it's kind of a problem. And this Perthro is just gonna sit in our pouch doing nothing. Nothing at all, nothing of value. Nothing of value was lost. But we will have a pretty silly run before we die. And what more can you ask for? Really? Nothing. We'll get all our bonies. All the bonies! God, I should not have taken blue key. That was just a giant mistake. But really, if Sony revives the Marathon franchise, I'll be down for more Cosmic Horror without the racism. Take on Halo with added degrading AI that ascends into self-appointed godhood. I mean... Are you counting on Sony to have less racism in their games? Because that feels like it... I mean... I'm pretty sure they could pull off the racism just as well as everybody else. Oh, less racist than Lovecraft. Oh, yeah, okay, but that's... I mean, that's easy. That's okay, that's fair. I completely misunderstood the driving point that you were making. Alright. I mean, we're getting all these sweet, sweet trinkets, but... I have an extremely strange love-hate relationship with Destiny, and I can only describe it as such. I hate Destiny 2. It's my favorite game. I'm trying to think if there are any games that I've felt that way about before. There has to be at least one. Oh, shit. Don't be yawning. Isco, you can't be yawning now. Oh, cracked crown. Yes, please. We move on? Marathon was Halo before it had its edges sanded down to make it palatable to mass audiences. Huh. Kids nowadays with their Destinies play Bubble Bobble like a real gamer? I mean, you're not wrong. Bubble Bobble is, it's a pretty good game.
The Hermit.
Fuck! I want nose goblins! I sometimes hate the things that Isaac makes me say. But I really do want the nose goblins. They would be very clutch for us. But we'd have to take damage to get them. I'll do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm wild. Marathon 1 through 3 are free. Huh. That sounds pretty cool. Say more indecent things at your own expense. Give it time, Kronos. You know, eventually I'll run afoul of phrasing. Wait. Hold on a second. Does Cracked Crown even do anything for us? I don't know if it does. Cracked Crown gives you bonuses based on stat increases, but I think those stat increases have to come from items which we can't get in this challenge. So that might have been a mistake. If you don't mind digging into a side of 90s FPS family tree you didn't have access to because it was originally for Macs. Huh. That sounds interesting. I mean, at the very least, I could give it a look on the YouTubes. See how it seems. It's not the second secret room. Oh, Christ. Damn you! Oh, god damn it! Good luck. Quite hard to find decent playthroughs. I don't know if I'd need to watch an entire playthrough, just a little bit to get a feel for it. God, we are sucking butt. Okay, stay away from me. Do what I told you, stay away from me. Don't misunderstand me, but also stay away from me. What an awful, awful fight. I'll probably get like 6,000 videos about actual marathons and not a single one about the game marathon. That would seem appropriate. Alright, we did get a justice. It did not give us a black heart, which sucks. What is this run? What is even this run? Oh, Christ. I keep on forgetting about this room. freaking blue key? Why did we pick up blue key? Because I didn't want to spend regular keys. The thing you won't be getting a feel for is that there is an unfolding intrigue and possibly impossible geometry, because apparently the game allows for non-Euclidean geometry in its level design. Isn't non-Euclidean geometry just that it has curves? Like it's not on a Euclidean plane? High damage. I'd love that. If I could get more damage, that would be cool. And by cool, I mean it would suck. Non-Euclidean just means not straight. Like 90% of the people here. I can't even re-roll that. Yep, which when you see that applies to 3D places is trippy. Okay. Okay. That seems like it could be fun. Shit. Shit fire. Now I'm wondering if Whipworm was really the right choice for us. I'm thinking it may not have been. And that's okay. We could just completely fail this run. Yeah. How about no? There are tech demos of non-Euclidean 3D spaces on YouTube and they're fun. Alright. I mean, I do like fun. The reports that I like fun, actually quite true. I'm a big fan of fun. I know, right? It's shocking, but the fact remains that I'm a proponent of the fun. Just 24 hours fun over here. Do I want Azazel's hoof? I might do. God, this run is... I just thought we were gonna have a quick challenge run. Clearly, I did not put enough thought into this. No way, that's Curse Penny. Curse Penny is terrible. We do not want you, Curse Penny. I eschew you. Eschew. With a heavy stew. And we got poop. It's on fire. This run is on fire. See, this is true. Hive's got it right. Only fun people would recommend Alligator. Which turned out to be awesome. As though there were any doubt. And also, most likely like 90% more comprehensible than Basket Case. So there's that. We all know the answer to that is late-stage capitalism. You're not wrong. I think we're all on the same page with that one, yeah? Just, if the game could be really cool and give us a temperance card, so I don't have to throw away HP. But at the very least, I am now Azazel. And I do have special poops. And they are friendly. They are friendly poops and they're special. Stem cells. Not really. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Quite possibly the run speeds up from this point. Although I should have planned that out better. Why do I periodically get like super duper fast shots? That seems kind of weird. Jiminy crickets. That's all I have to say about that. Marathon has a lot of its story told to you through terminals you run into in the ship. Hold on a second. Alright, Risco, stop throwing this run away. You don't have to throw this run away. That serves nothing. AIs, ship's AIs just give you directives and are at cross purposes. Hold on, what's Ludo say there? I love the term late-stage capitalism. It's so damn optimistic. This isn't like a DBZ villain with like 4 evolutions. No, we're definitely in the late stage now, right? We've already gone through all the hard stages. Just like one more Super Saiyan blast, and we win, right? It is defeat. Look at us go! Woo! Really, go us. Oh, I fudged that. Oh, shit. Hive? Don't even suggest it. We need a little bit of hope, you know? Just a little bit, as a treat. Wow. Just wow. This run, it's never gonna end. There's no way we're ending this run in the next 20 minutes. Is that from the collector's edition or the day one? The day one plus special edition? See, that's all we're asking for. It's not so much. Okay, this is not connected, but it is, it's kind of connected to the idea of hope and the lack thereof. So I feel like it kind of sums up the state of things here. So, I had a guy come in, not a Japanese guy, but for once, not a white guy either. Usually the non-Japanese folks who are assholes about the masks are usually white, but this one wasn't. And he did no mask, like no even pretense of a mask. And so I went up to him, actually came out from behind the counter, And I was like, yeah, do you think, you know, got this mask free here? It's free. I'm giving you this mask free, just put it on. And he says to me, I've got a mask allergy. And I said, that's bullshit. And he's like, no, I've got a mask allergy. I can't wear a mask. But I've got a scarf. I'm just like, a scarf is not a mask. But since my boss has made it known that he doesn't have my back, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, so you can just get everybody sick, whatever. So he does his thing, he goes around the store. If he has Omicron, now like 90% of the store has Omicron. And he gets up to the register, and my coworker takes him, and this is like actually one of my cool coworkers. And she's like, yeah, dude, you gotta put on the mask here. And she's like, could you just put this mask on? And the guy's like, no, I've got an allergy to masks. They make me sneeze, and I can't wear them. And she's like, that's all well and good, but you know, for the other customers, do you think you could put the mask on? So she hadn't been working for a whole 6 hours previous to this, so she had more energy than I did to put up with bullshit. He started yelling at her about the Constitution. And was like, do you know the Constitution? I bet you don't know the Constitution. You don't know the Constitution. He did not at any point let us in on what aspect of the Constitution he felt clarified the situation in any way, shape, or form. Just accusations of not knowing the Constitution. My coworker and I just kind of looked at each other like, well, this is a thing now. This is a thing that happens, I guess. It was... I mean, I'd like to say that it was bizarre, but it wasn't. It was mostly just annoying. Very, very odd. Personally, biblically, how can one know? I mean... Yeah, I don't know the Constitution biblically. Actually, I don't... I keep on intending to read the Japanese Constitution, which is a much larger document than the US Constitution. But I keep on managing to not. Does knowing of count? Like, I invited it over for drinks once. Does that count? I don't know. It was a weird day at work. Not necessarily a bad day, or at least not as bad as some of my days of work have been, but it was definitely... It was a little bit of a lot, as they say. It's a friend of mine. See, all of these answers, where were these answers when I needed them? Maybe y'all should come and work for me. I mean, not work for me like I'd be the boss, but like just take my shift. Take my shift, please. My boss is back on not talking to me anymore, which honestly I'm fine with. I think that's, I mean, it's honestly for the best. After he acted surprised about my collar, Hive, I love it. If he comes back, I'll use that one. And he's bound to come back, cause assholes always do. As a like kind of a related but not entirely the same. So I've got a coworker, a young lad, and by young, I mean anywhere between 20 and 30 because I can't judge anyone's age, but definitely younger than me. He has issues with keeping his mask on. At the very least, at work, he can keep his mask on over his mouth. But, like, at work, that is to say, like, on the floor. But he often has it off his nose, and when he's in the office, and when he's coming into work, he doesn't wear his mask. And then he very pointedly puts it on when he sees me, because I get on his case about it. As I should. And he thought like, this is what it comes down to, is like, instead of just directly confronting me and saying, like, I think you're being a bitch about making me put my mask on, he just gets salty and passive-aggressive. So, there's like so much setup for this bit, I don't even know if it's worth it, but we have a sweet potato maker. It sits outside, like, it bakes sweet potatoes, and then it runs an alarm. Yeah, I mean, sweet potatoes are a big thing here. I wish there was more to the bit than that, but there's an alarm that runs, and you're supposed to call somebody to get the sweet potatoes out of the machine when the alarm goes off. Whatever. Sometimes people forget to do this. I do not. But he comes over and he checks the sweet potato machine, which has apparently been done. I've just come back from lunch. I know nothing of what's going on. And he checks the machine, he sees that there's sweet potatoes that are sitting in there, comes back over to the counter, checks the alarm, sees that the alarm has, like, long gone off, and was basically like, I just died. Great. It was like, bitch. He was pissed. He was, like, really pissed. It's like, bitch, you need to call me when the alarm goes off for the sweet potatoes, or the sweet potatoes are gonna get burnt. And I'm like, listen here, motherfucker, I just got here. I just got here, like, not 2 minutes ago. I don't know fucking what's going on from nothing. And he did that kind of stumble stammer when, like, someone's really pissed off about something, but then they find out that the reason for their being pissed off is invalid. So now they have to apologize, but they're still pissed off. I love that look. The look is just, it's such an amazing look to see on someone's face. Also, Chronos, they're big. Like, our sweet potato maker it's big enough that it requires 2 people to push it outside in front of the shop at the beginning of the day. And I assume, 2 people to push it back inside at the end of the day, but I'm never there at the end of the day, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'm making friends and influencing people, is what it is. I don't think it clearly is continuing a trend in just about my entire employment history, where I managed to get along really well with almost all my female coworkers and almost none of my men coworkers. So I get being upset over sweet potatoes, but he also doesn't wear a mask, so I actually don't get it. I mean, he's you know, he's young, he's living free. He doesn't care if he gets sick, I guess. I don't know. I've been on his case about it for like the last 8 months, so obviously it's been working out really well. I wouldn't say that I've like never gotten along with any of the guys that I've worked with in my illustrious however many years that I've been employed under capitalism. Since God, I guess like since 17. So somebody else can do the math. I'm 43 now. Got my job at the go-kart track when I was 17. But it's been like a pretty good trend. I think the only place that broke that trend was when I worked at the bar. And that's just because there were only like 2 women who worked at that bar. I got along with both of them, but I got along pretty well with almost everybody who worked at that bar. There was only like one guy who was a real douche. Everybody else was really just super friendly. I think that had a big thing to do about it. Like, nobody that I worked with had anything to prove. It turns out I got a gift sub to Cake Boy. A Cake Cat Boy. That's like 3 things in one. Wait, hold on a second. I missed something. Chrono says the key factors we lose in adulthood: imagination and self-preservation. I mean, that's a mood. I'm trying to think if my sense of self-preservation has gotten better or worse since being younger. I'm not sure, actually. I think it's been piss poor my entire life. I have exactly enough self-preservation to keep myself out of fights. And that's mostly because the actual confrontation before the fight is more terrifying to me than the fight itself. I'd like to think mine got better, but I still have to deal with my eye meats, so it's not. Your eye meats are good now though, right? Or at least they're not worse. That was like the last update, I think. Self-preservation is supplemented into terror management technique of wanting kids in all those people that are that way inclined. Self-preservation is supplemented into the terror management technique of wanting kids. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. And yeah, I could see that. That doesn't sound completely off. Alright, that's from when I spilled the coffee on myself. I'm trying to think if at the age of 18, would I have climbed up the outside of a scaffolding 5 stories? I think honestly the answer is yes. So there's that. Apparently the eye meats problem usually would have solved itself a year ago by now, so yes. Thank you for the support on that, Jill, because I don't, I do struggle sometimes to remember. I mean, I did get knocked down the stairs from lipping off to that one dude when I was in O'Donnell, so yeah. That was a hoot. That guy was an asshole, though. I don't even want to know what happened to that dude. If only the taunt Jesuits. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh. Well, this was a mixed bag of Isaac tonight. We had 2 victories, which is pretty good. One of which was a bit of a skin of the teeth one. 2 failures, one of which was terrible, and the other one was probably gonna be terrible. It's I'm wrapping up myself now, Hive, so no worries about that. As far as Administrata, I have no idea what we're gonna play tomorrow. It might be Gungeon. That's the only thing I'm really feeling like I kind of want to play. We might, before we do Evil Within 2, I might have one evening of just playing with the chapter select in Evil Within 1 and clearing up some trophies and maybe farming for some brain goop for other trophies, because I've got New Game Plus. I'm not really sure though. Like I'm I'm a bit up in the air about it, but we might do that. That might be fun. Since I've already beaten all the levels, like, it would just be goofing around, mostly. Thursday is gonna be Dreams. And then I'm thinking Evil Within 2 starts in March. But I'm not 100% certain yet. Gungeon's a good one. It is the stream end time anyways, yeah. Is it finally time to kill the rat? Oof. I mean, if we get a really lucky run, Kronos, that could happen. I'm basically like, I was trying to kill, trying to kill for time to get to actually 3 hours, but I mean, I could wrap it up 4 minutes early. What the hell could I talk about for 4 minutes straight? Because it's not Administrata. There's really not that much Administrata to do. I ran into somebody from the community center completely at random on Friday, and they took me out for coffee, and we got to talk for a couple of hours, and it was kind of cool. I could talk about entropy for 4 minutes straight. That would actually probably be easily doable. The weirdness of entropy. But they're cool people, actually. It feels like they run almost the entirety of the non-Japanese side of the community center, which honestly to me seems like a little bit too much responsibility and stress to put on one person. But they're still doing it. Although I think they kind of struggle with that, which is understandable. It was really bizarre. Like, I had gone out to... I hadn't even planned to go out to Koenji. It's like a 20-minute walk away. But I wanted to check on the old punks, because I haven't checked on the old punks in a couple of months, because I've been a super hermitess recently. But I hadn't seen him in a couple of months, and I was kind of worried, because the last time I went to check on him, like, you know, somebody had died. Go COVID. So, not somebody that I knew, like, personally, but I knew of within that group. So, you know, it seemed like with Omicron and everything, it'd be a good idea to check. I didn't see any of them. But I did, like, bop around to check out a couple of shops that I haven't been to in a while. And then I was like, I should check if there's curry powder at this one shop. So I went down to buy my curry powder, and there they were. They were coming out of his shop. Like, perfect timing. I was like, that's cool, because I haven't been to the community center either in a week or so, because I've been a hermitess and basically just completely wrecked after work. And I felt really bad about that because, you know, they're good people at the community center. And it's not like I'm on the schedule to do anything. It is volunteer work, and sometimes I do need time to just die after work. But, you know, I felt bad, and so there they were, so it was cool, yeah. Got to do pretty chunky conversation. There were companionable silences in the middle of it, and it was kind of awkward that they weren't awkward. Like, they didn't feel awkward to me. The silences, that is. They felt like just very comfortable silences, but in fact, like, we've known each other for about 6 months, so I don't know if we're at the companionable silence stage yet, but yeah, that was the thing that happened to me. And that takes us almost to the very cusp of 3 hours. So I feel like I've done my part for the stream. Folks, I had a wonderful night tonight. Even if we didn't play super great, that's 100% okay. Sometimes we play like crap. And sometimes we get crap runs. And we definitely did get some kind of crap runs. But that just about does it for us here at this Go About. So, I love y'all. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. Drinking your water. Being with the people who care about you. And from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you happen to be. Thank you, thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.